Spread your legs. Clear. Let's go.
Welcome to the Dog in the Yard. It's your boy Pistol. Let's take this walk. I got my comrade with me.
That's right, boxing dice to the right, man. All day, every day. You already know what it is. Welcome to Dog in the Yard. What's going on, Pete?
I was talking to Steve LaBelle in Hoobang. I had him on the phone. I was talking to them a little bit about the Rikers Island, because you know Steve always want to know. Steve always ask, no matter how long I know this motherfucker, he always asking me, yo, what's up with this? Yeah, he always wants me to. Yeah, so I hit him with the click day. I said, you know what's so crazy? You know, because I was looking at the picture. We have a picture of us on Rikers Island and shit. When we was doing our click days and all that. You know, we was wilding out and all that, right? So it was fun.
I take pictures in the yard, and they used to come to the house and take pictures and everything. But let me tell you, let me say a funny story that happened, man. On one of them click days. Check this out, because you always come up with some crazy shit. we always run in the yard, you know, we running up and down the yard, you know, our little team, and we say, oh shit, click. So we go over there, we take a few flicks, you know, Remember, we used to be able to take the pictures and get them right there, because it was the portable camera.
Hey, you know what? Niggas couldn't tell us anything. We had the Belor sweatsuits on. I mean, you gotta put that out there. We had the Belor shit on. You know, nigga had the little Jews on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, go ahead, get back to it.
We had the official shit on. No, you couldn't come out for click looking all bummy and all that. You crazy.
Facts.
Hey, so, you know, we over here taking clicks, you know, like normal. We always take like a good 50 pictures and stuff like that, you know. So we take our pictures, and I tell you, yo, Pete, man, I'm going to spend the yard, you know, with the fellas. What you going to do? You said, nah, I'm going to take a few pictures for the family, you know what I'm saying? I said, all right. So I walk away. When I'm walking away, my man is calling me, yo, Dice, come here. Go check out your brother. Go ahead, tell him what the fuck he was doing, man.
I'd rather do up, you know what I'm saying? I waited till these guys spun off because I didn't want to hear these niggas' mouth, you know what I'm saying? Dice and all that. Come on, Pete, there you go with your shit all the time. So I didn't want to hear all that. And I just took the guy to click, yo, what's up? Come here, amigo. You know what I'm saying? And I just pulled my joint out, you know what I'm saying? And I just started having homeboy taking some flakes and shit of me with my joint out, you know. I was doing the L poses, you know. The side joints, you know, the front joint. So niggas went back and told Dice, niggas that, yo, your little bros over there got the click, man, all to himself. Fuck the line.
He heard that shit on some rated X shit.
He got everybody on pause. He had a nigga go to the side and take some pictures of private pictures of himself and all that. And
yo, it was funny because when I get up there, the photographer, this dude looked in like yo, this dude's face was out of control. Like, yo, man, look what this dude's making me do. I'm like, yo, my man, like, why are you taking them pictures, man? He's like, yo, he made me do it. I was like, yo, you is bugging. Like, what the hell's you doing? And then once this guy takes the pictures, we go upstairs. You have to show the police the pictures you took. Back then, you know, they used to be like, yo, let me see the pictures you took and shit. Make sure that you ain't taking no crazy pictures. It's a female police. Lucky that she was a female police. That she thought she was like mine and Pete's mom. It's Merriweather. I'll never forget her name. It's Merriweather. And she goes, let me see your pictures, Dice. So I'm showing her my pictures, you know. She's like, God damn, y'all took all the pictures? I said, nah, Pete got the rest. I blew you up. Pete got the rest. So she's like, hey, Pete, let me see your pictures. Pete go like this, show her the man photo pictures. She's like, oh my God, what the hell?
You already know I had to set that out real quick. You know what I'm saying? We had that green light. You know what I'm saying? We went right in with no issues. You know what I'm saying? Yo, but yeah, man, that was an ill motherfucking story.
Anyway, Pete, man, you know, not to elongate that story because there's always time for that story and other stories. You know what I'm saying? That's just a little taste of, you know.
We just giving them, listen, we giving y'all little jabs right now. Dice just giving y'all little, so y'all can get a little familiar with him. So y'all can get to know who he is. I know everybody know Pistol Pete and all that, but I want y'all to recognize why he's here and why he was the chosen one to be here. You feel me? You know what I mean? But with all that being said, I want to talk about my next guest. This guest here, he's a legend in my eyes as well. He's from the Bronx. He did 7 years for robbery, a crime that he didn't commit. So we can all relate to that because I went to jail for something I didn't do, even though I did a bunch of other shit, but I went to jail for something I didn't do. But with that all being said, you know, I want to welcome my brother Mysonne, you know, from the BX Borough, man.
That walk.
You know what I'm saying? It was an honor having them, you know, on our show. You know, and I want to just put that out there, you know. And with that being said, man, let's just get right into it, man. My brother Mysonne from the BX Borough, you already know, man. He taking that walk, dog in the yard. Let's get it.
Right. BX, stand up, boxing dice, bam.
Hey, man, I want to just take the time out to thank my guys up there, Jake and Ben, for doing an amazing job with this pen. This is that Dom CBD pen. These guys took their time doing this pen. It tastes great. They do them 3 different flavors: berry, mint, and mango. My favorite is berry, just to let you know, guys. You know, I know a lot of people out there dealing with pain, you know, dealing with anxiety, the way I deal with anxiety. And I'm telling you guys, it works for me. If you want to place your order today, you're more than welcome. Just hit up domecbd.co, punch in the code, dog in the yard, and you get your 15% off early. So for those people that's out there that's going through it right now and is stressed out in the house, that don't smoke marijuana, trust me, my brothers, this CBD pen does it all, man. Place your order today, man. It's your boy Pistol Pete, dog in the yard. You already know. I want to welcome my brother Mysonne. He's from the Bronx. He did 7 years for robbery, a crime that he didn't commit. He's a great brother, humble brother, man. He's a legend in my eyes as well. I know him since he first came home from prison. He fucked with some real niggas that I know from the street. Then ever since he came home, you know, he's always been the same. He's a great MC, you know what I mean? He could rap his ass off, you know. And with that being said, man, let's just get right into it, man. My brother Mysonne from the BX Borough, you already know, man. He taking that walk, dog in the yard. Let's get it. Yeah, so what's up, man, Mysonne? Welcome to
What's
the
going,
Dog in
King?
the Yard, man. How you
Thanks
been,
for
man?
having me, man.
How you been, man?
I'm blessed, man.
You look good.
I'm trying to stay healthy,
What's up, man? You working out?
Working out, trying to change my diet. I stopped eating meat, you know, I'm trying to stay healthy.
You start, how long?
Like 6 months now. I'm just eating fish now. I ain't all the way vegan yet, but I'm eating fish and vegetables, so I'm trying to get to the vegan
No
stage.
chicken.
No chicken, no steak.
Oh,
no
so you
beef,
doing
man.
good, man.
I'm trying,
You look
man.
good, though.
Thank you.
You look
man.
good, brother. I ain't gonna lie.
Likewise.
You look great. I haven't eaten meat since 1991.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, that's the
I
difference.
was in the
Make
box.
It just make you feel
Yeah.
different.
No, that's why, come on. I'm 50.
Yeah, see?
You know what I'm saying?
You look good,
I
baby.
feel like I'm fucking 35.
That's right.
My wisdom is 20.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stay young.
So I'm staying,
Yeah, you gotta stay young.
So I'm staying young, you
Yeah,
already
you
know.
got to, you got
Yeah,
to.
man, so happy to see you, man. You know, and I'm happy that you came by, you know, because it's an honor to have you, man, the dog in the
Likewise.
yard,
Thank
bro.
you, man.
know,
Thank
appreciate you for real. And I just wanted to just vibe with you as far as your whole incarceration and shit like that. You know, you going to jail for something you didn't do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to more or less break that down and what was the whole feeling, vibe, and, you know, your experience, you know, when your first days on Rikers Island to your last days on Rikers Island, you know, as much as you could break that down, you know.
Well, it was hard. Like when you go to jail for some shit you don't do, it's a different type of time. It ain't like, fuck, I'm here doing my time and I'm just gonna get through it. Like the first couple days is just shock. You know what I'm saying? Because I went to trial. I didn't just cop out. I'm like, nigga, I ain't copping out to no shit I didn't do.
You didn't do it.
So I went to trial, and when I blew trial, the shit was just like shock. Like it's like, you know, when you young, before you actually get in this shit, you just think innocent niggas don't go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't, when you don't notice it, you're like, fuck that, I ain't doing that. I'm going to trial. Let's go. All right, they like take this 1.5. I'm not taking none of that shit. And at that time, I had just signed my deal. I had just signed with Chris Lighty. You know what I'm saying? That was 98, and I was like, fuck that, I'm going to trial.
Yeah, I'm not going to jail.
I'm not going to jail, nigga.
Absolutely,
I'm
I
about to be
agree.
rich. Fuck you, crazy. I'm not taking no jail time.
Hell nah.
So, you know, that was my mind state. But so when I blew trial, it was like, the shit was a shock. It was just, I remember days I was like, it's no way that I'm just sitting in jail. Like I was just at the Super Bowl. I was just in the studio with Busta Rhymes, about to drop this about to do the Vibrant Thing remix. I went to jail the day before I was supposed to do the Vibrant Thing remix.
Wow.
Like, shit like that. And that shit just replaying over and over in my head. Like, I'm really sitting in the fucking jail for some shit I didn't do. So that shit was a process. Like, just unpacking that. You know, and the sanity, the thing that kept me sane was like, understanding that I felt like I had a future. I was like, I accomplished too much shit to let this shit become who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I was saying to you a few minutes ago, like if I'd have came to jail, I went to jail, I was 21 years old. If I went to jail when I was 17, 18, I might have been, my mind state was different.
You probably never came home.
Because I was a young nigga, mother was on drugs, father died.
Wow.
Like, I ain't have nothing. Like me going to jail at that point, it would have been a badge of honor. I had a different mind frame. Like I gotta make this my home. I gotta make a name for myself in here. You know what I'm saying? So when getting this record deal and being exposed to different shit and knowing that it was more shit from me and jail wasn't, you know, my destination and I had something different, my mind frame was different.
Right.
So I went in there and I was like, I'm not trying to get into the prison shit. I'm not here to stay here. I'm not here to be the toughest nigga in the yard. Like none of that shit don't matter to me because I know what I got that's out there. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my mind frame was different. I was like, you know, I'm going to a little library, I'm working out. I'm like, every day that I don't learn some shit in here, you know what I'm saying? I the system wins.
Yeah.
You know, I already know I'm in here for some shit I didn't do, but every day that I don't grow mentally, physically, and I don't make myself better from when I'm back in society, then they beat me. You know what I'm saying? And then watching a bunch of young niggas that look like me constantly coming in and out of this system, young niggas 17 coming up with 30 and 40 years, yeah, I caught a body and it's the same fucking cycle. I'm like, yo, you know, and when you home, niggas glorify jail so much, you think this shit is something.
Cool. You think it's cool. Yeah, you
and then when you
get
get there, you like, what? It's a bunch of niggas. I wouldn't even talk to half of these niggas in the street.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm surrounded by these niggas every day for the next 7 to 14 years. There's no way.
That was your bid? That was what you copped 7 to 14?
That's what they sentenced me to. I didn't cop. I blew trial, and they sentenced me to 7 to 14.
And you wound up doing did you came home?
I did 7. I did 7.
Okay.
I did the whole first 7. They let me on my first parole board.
Okay.
So, you know, and it was just like, the whole time was like, just watching this shit. I seen niggas come back 2 and 3 times.
How long you was on the island?
I was on the island for like 4 or 5 months. I wasn't on the island because I blew trial from the street. I wasn't in.
Wow, you didn't even think you was gonna blow trial from the street.
No, hell no. I bailed. I was home. I'm like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I blew trial and was in there for like 4 months. I was
They arrested you right there?
Arrested straight right from the trial. They ain't let me go home, none of that shit. Cause it was a robbery. I had 2 robbery charges and he's like, nah, we ain't letting you go home. So
was it a violent robbery?
Yeah, it was supposedly armed robbery.
Okay.
At gunpoint. So, you know,
so you was on the island for how long?
4 months.
Okay.
4 months.
Did you see anything in there that you...
Oh, yeah, I seen a lot of shit.
Shit that you know, like, that you, like, to this day, you be like, I can't believe I seen that shit. You know what I mean?
There was so much shit going on the island, man. It was still niggas that was getting cut over the phone. You know, that was back then when you had the one free call and all that shit.
And all the clicks.
The clicks and all that shit. So I seen niggas getting cut over the phone all the time. Like, that was some normal shit. You know what I'm saying? I watched a couple of my niggas be in the day room, you know, nigga get hit in the head with chairs. I seen, you know, police rushing and then they kill a nigga in the cell. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was just regular shit. Like, on a regular shit. It wasn't that much shit going on because I wasn't there as long as I probably could have been there. But that was just regular shit. Niggas getting cut every day. Every day was a motherfucking pin.
So when you went up north and all that?
I went up north in 99.
Where you went to?
The first place I went to was Sing Sing. I was in Sing Sing for like 2.5 years.
And how was that?
It was like she said, it was bittersweet. Like, it was close to home, so you still getting high. Now,
it was a little easier doing your time?
It was easier doing your time, but it was still jail. It was jail. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was prison. Like, you know, this craziest thing is Sing Sing probably was the sweetest place that I went to, and that was the only place that I had fights and shit at. Like, I wasn't beefing nowhere else. Like, I was...
Everywhere else you was good.
Everywhere else, I went upstate, I went to Wendy, I went to Elmira for a little while, then I went to medium status and I was in Orleans, and I ain't really have no problems in none of them jails. Sing Sing was the only place that I'm beefing with niggas.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Over dumb shit. You know, because you the rapper in the jail, so you know.
Yeah.
Niggas want to try you.
They want to ask you a bunch of questions.
Yeah, a bunch of questions.
Oh, they want to.
Come on, nobody care about that rap shit, and then you just a rapper and all that shit. So you gotta immediately you hitting the nigga in the mouth. We scrapping.
So did you stayed in Sing Sing for like 2.5 years? Then you got transferred?
I got transferred
For fighting?
I didn't get transferred for fighting. I got transferred because of supposedly fucking with CO in there. So you know that was
they transferred you fast.
Immediately, you know, you just want to draft. I'm trying.
What? Y'all glancing at each other too long?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
It's over.
So next thing you know, they like, yo, you out of here. I was trying to make this shit my home jail. They was like, nah. Just in the middle of the night, niggas like, you out of here. You going to Wendy? I'm like, Wendy? Where the fuck is that at?
Fuck, man.
I'm like, where the fuck is that at? Where the fuck is Wendy? You know?
Yeah, Wendy was kind of like new a little bit, right?
It was new. Like I was in Wendy during 9/11.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I seen 9/11 because I had a TV in my cell in Wendy.
Oh, so you was able to see it?
Literally seen that shit on TV. It was like the craziest shit in the world.
What the fuck? How you felt? How you felt about that?
I just came from the yard, my nigga. Came from the yard, and they closed the yard early because of that shit. They shut everything down.
Everything locked down.
Everything locked down. Like there was like no phones. There was no phones going out. You couldn't get to nobody. Like this shit was mad crazy. I was watching on my cell in my TV. I'm like, yo, the fuck is going on? I seen like literally watch the shit.
Going in.
I seen the second one when it did it. Like I missed the first one because you know that shit had already happened. Then they was playing it and literally watched the second motherfucking plane
doing it.
Hit the shit, and it was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, you see all the debris, people
I was in the
running.
feds for that. I was watching it from inside my cell, like, oh shit, 'cause they locked us down too.
Yeah, like that shit was crazy. So I remember vividly in that shit. Like I was still double bunked. I still had a bunkie and we had a TV in the cell. And I was watching that shit like, yo, I can't believe this shit. The whole jail was talking about that. We on the gate like, yo, you see this shit?
Worry about
niggas worry about their family.
Like, yo, you never know, because you know family might just decide want to go downtown.
Exactly. So I was trying to call home, couldn't get through. When they finally let us out, nobody could get through. All of the phone shit was shut down. So, you know, that was like one of the major things that I remember. You know,
of course.
That really took place when I was in jail.
You know, you felt that shit because it's your city. You know what I'm saying? The people, innocent people, and all that. I mean, at the end of the day, we human.
Exactly.
It's not like we animals. That's what they get it. That's what they get it fucked up.
Exactly.
At. They think that we fucking animals.
Because you commit a crime, they treat
you don't
like
count.
that.
You just become like a dog tag and shit like that at SPCA or something. You know what I'm saying?
They call us packages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you they be like, the packages are in the corridor. We transport. We got 5 packages. Like, the fuck is a package, nigga? I'm an adult. I'm a man, a human being.
That shit is
you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
when they talk about you like that, that's how they treat you. You know what I'm saying?
So what are the things that you accomplished, that you did, you know, while your time in there and all that?
I was really studying accounting. That was one I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to be able to do my own, know the numbers, money. Like, I was like, yo, this is something, because they had took, when I was in Sing Sing, they had took the college program out. Right. From like 2000, that's when they had the college program in there, and then they took it out. I was trying to get in it, but they took the shit out, ended the college. That's when they was like, fuck that, y'all ain't getting no college in there. So I really was like, let me just study this money. Like, I want to learn how to.
I want to be able to count this bread.
Yeah, I want to be able to count this bread right. I want to get that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? That was my focus. Like,
absolutely.
Fuck that. I'm going to get me a skill. Like, I was learning about computers. So I was I was teaching accounting. After like 2 years.
She was running one of the classes and all that in there.
When I went to Wendy, I started in Sing Sing. When I went to Wendy, I was running one of the classes. So for like 2 years, I was teaching accounting and all that shit. So I mastered that. Then I was, you know, just really exercising, just studying law, cause trying to get that time back, cause I was in there for some bullshit, and I was trying to like study my case. You know what I'm saying?
And did nothing ever happen?
Nothing never happened, man. I lost my decision like I think it was 5 judges. I lost like 2 to 3, you know, on my appeal shit. But it was a strong appeal. They just didn't want to overturn it. I realized they just didn't want to overturn it.
They just didn't want to do it.
They just didn't want to do it. Like, you know, my man actually went. You know my man Tone.
Yeah, of course.
Tone had went to the appeal. He went when they argued the appellate. He was like, "There's no way that you lost it." The lawyer was on point. The judge was mad at the DA, like, yo, you not prepared. You don't got this. How did this happen? Da da da. He was like, nah, I can't say for sure, but the way that he argued that shit and the way they wasn't prepared, I don't see how they cannot overturn this conviction.
They just pick him. They just pick.
They just pick exactly. They're like, nah.
This is like a fucking little
the lotto, like the little you just put
shit
this
is crazy, bro.
So so they did me dirty with that.
So how long you been home now?
I've been home actually 13 years. I came home July 5th of 2006.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You never have been in trouble since you've been home?
I'm not going back to jail, Pete. Like,
yeah.
It's just like, nah, I was like, that shit ain't for me.
So you've been doing a lot of reform. Talk to me a little bit about that, man, because that's what I'm, like, you really impressed me. I'm proud of, to see you do that and all that. I'd be like, that's what's up, man. You out there, you going to speaking to the kids and, in jail and schools and stuff like that.
Because we know the realities of this shit. We know the street life. We know when we was in the streets, they either taught us wrong or it was out of desperation. We wasn't here trying to glorify street shit. Like,
we wasn't.
Every nigga was in the streets was trying to find a way out of them.
Absolutely.
These new niggas is trying to make it seem like it's cool to be in the street. Nah, nigga, I was trying to find a way out. My mother was on drugs. My father died of an OD. We ain't have nothing. I ain't want to go to school with holes in my sneakers, nigga. I was in the streets for a reason.
Of course.
And when I figured out a way out, another way, I went that way. I wasn't there for no badge or honor and that shit. And whatever I did, if I had to protect myself, I did that. It was a different mind state. You know what I'm saying? These kids now just think it's some shit to be cool about. You know what I'm saying? And so understanding the notoriety and respect I had, I ain't want to come home and utilize that shit to make y'all niggas think the jail shit is cool. Because I want them to know up and realize it wasn't nothing cool. There's a bunch of niggas there. I don't want to be around you niggas all day. Like,
no
for what?
Bullshit. No woman.
Exactly.
No nothing.
If you not a gay man, jail ain't for you.
Ain't for you.
It ain't for you.
Absolutely.
Like, no man want to be around a bunch of men all day that's mad, frustrated. I don't want to be around you niggas. I got different shit to do.
Because you just never know if you ever come home.
Exactly. Every minute of your life is in
on
jeopardy.
you or do anything to you and that's it.
Any minute of your life is in jeopardy. I watched one of my mans in Sing Sing. It was a nigga, I think he had just got sentenced to like 7. He used to go on, I met him because Sing Sing is close, like 30 minutes from. So I used to go on to visit pretty much all the time. Niggas come see me. Mm-hmm. So his girl used to come see him. And he was from Melrose. He was from Melrose Press. So my baby mother was from Melrose. So I'm like, all right, we got cool. She used to come. She used to come up here with his wife and all that. And this nigga escaped.
From where?
From Sing Sing.
What?
Yo, I never forget this shit.
I know they
His
like that.
name was Mel.
Damn.
His name was Mel. This was my man. We used to go and visit all the time. We was in A block together. We go to Yard Chill.
It was like, what?
Like, we used to trade packages. Like, my wife would send shit with him, the package. He'll give me shit. So we was cool. My nigga, they shut the jail down one day. So I'm like, what the fuck? And, my wife came and told me that it was on the news that he broke out. She's like, yo, you know the guy that you... So I'm listening to how nice they had the shit on the radio. Like, yo, he escaped. I don't know how the fuck he escaped. I think it was from like, he went to like sick call or some shit. And somehow he snuck out. He ran out some shit. And they found the nigga. He OD'd. They said he OD'd. I don't know what happened. They found the nigga in Melrose on the motherfucking bench.
Just dead, OD dead.
Dead. Nigga OD'd on the bench, they said.
Was he getting high in jail? Like,
I never recall. I never seen a nigga get high, but you don't know.
You never know his background.
Exactly. So I don't know, but maybe he did this shit on purpose. Maybe, I think they said him and his wife, my wife said him and his wife was beefing because he hadn't gone down a visit like for like a week or two. So maybe I don't know. But that nigga they found the nigga dead on the bench. And this was a nigga that I used to be with like almost all the time.
And you was
shit blew my mind.
Yeah,
like, what the
blew
fuck?
Your mind.
Nigga escaped. I'm like, that nigga broke
out.
How the fuck he got out of here?
All this shit I'm locked in.
Yo, the nigga broke out. So that was like one key things. Then one of my mans, when I went home, my man T.Y., he was from the Bronx too.
Okay.
Big Diesel nigga. He was one of the, one of the niggas that we got off like kind of to like a rocky start, but he became like my big brother. Like,
that's
my
how
man.
It be.
It always be like
start off rocky as fuck, almost about to bang out, and they can become your man.
I tell niggas that all the time.
Nah,
I
it's
say,
how
yo,
it be.
I say it's lion energy, man. When two lions lock eyes, is usually admiration, but you ain't saying that because street shit say I'm just tough as you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to
Absolutely.
show a nigga you tough as him. It's like, what you mean? What's up?
Yeah.
What you staring
Yeah.
at me for?
Yeah.
It ain't you really admire the nigga because you see the same shit in you
Yeah,
that
and
he
you
got.
see him- yeah.
You see him yourself in him.
So y'all about to crash for no
Exactly,
reason.
for no reason when y'all supposed to be allies. So that's how we was like. He was big nigga working out. That was me. You know, and my mans, a lot of them fuck with him. So he would just come to the yard, give everybody a pound except me. And just be standing there talking to everybody me. I'm like, I ain't mad at you. Like,
Yeah.
we just don't fuck with each other.
Yeah.
Cool. So we be in the same circle just having conversations with everybody but each other.
That shit was kind of weird.
It was weird. But they was like, yo, that's just how he is. I'm like, I'm cool. I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
you don't got to fuck with me. And then one day, he said something to me. Like, you know such and such? And then we just started talking. Everybody left. Me and the nigga stayed in the yard. Everybody left on the early go back. We stayed in the yard the whole night. He like, yo, come to the yard the morning. We in the yard all day. The next day, just talking, building the shit. He became like my best friend, working out with the nigga. He cooked for me. He was in the other block. He'd send food to the other block to make sure I
make
get
sure
it.
you
Because
was
he was
good.
strong in it. He
Yeah.
was there for a while. He had a quarter, but he already had like 15 in.
Okay.
So he was strong in the gym.
Yeah, he was already known in there. Yeah.
He used to pull up in front of my cell. Like, I'm like, how the fuck you get over here? You ain't even. He like, man, you good? I just want to check on. I'll be on keep block for bullshit. He'll come make sure I was good. And the nigga died. When I came home, nigga said, nigga had cancer
While he was in there.
while he was in jail, my nigga. In
So that whole time he was just
I didn't even know. Like, this nigga was. If you seen this nigga was like
cock diesel.
Diesel.
That's
Looked like he was
crazy.
in best health. That nigga didn't. He wasn't with no drugs. Nothing. That nigga just drink water. He was healthy as hell. Nigga died for. They was like, yo, COs. I knew a couple of COs from his hood. It's like, yo, it was bad. The nigga. They just watched him shrivel up. The nigga was in the hospital and then just died from cancer.
He just got super
Just
skinny.
got
and-
mad. That shit that hurt me. I was like, damn, that was
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, of course, because you think about that moment. You
Yeah.
know, that jail moment is like, it's unforgivable.
It's a different thing, man. Because you meeting a nigga when none of y'all
No
got
walls
nothing.
in
It's
between.
nothing, no walls. It's just you and him. It ain't direct. Ain't
All
what
you
you got.
and all him.
It ain't none of that shit. It's just two niggas.
You can't front.
You
none of
can't
that.
front. You just who you are. You know what I'm saying? And that's how those relationships be, man. So when he passed, that shit, I remember crying. I was like, damn, that was my guy, man.
That's so crazy, huh?
Crazy, man.
Yeah, that's just the way shit goes, man. Right? Trust me, that jail shit, man.
Crazy, man.
You be there one moment, next thing you know, you feel kind of crazy even when a nigga going home. When you got a man, you fuck with him like that, he going home.
Yeah.
You have anxiety that night.
Anxiety, man. You want him to go,
Yeah.
but you like, damn, my man going.
Yo, he going. It's like, no, this nigga going for real.
Like for real.
You be like, that's what's up, man. But
you
you
happy,
be,
but you be like, damn,
you be like, you
I'm
gonna
losing
miss the
my
nigga.
comrade.
Yeah,
you know
it
what
should
I'm
be
saying?
weird, right?
They do.
It should be weird. Nah, it should be weird. But
feeling.
I'm happy that. So what you been doing as far as the reform? Like what you?
Yeah,
what you
man.
been doing?
I worked with an organization. I started out with the Justice League, Gathering for Justice. Harry Belafonte, who was like one of the biggest civil rights leaders ever, had started an organization called the Gathering for Justice, who was ran by
Gathering for Justice.
Yeah, the Gathering for Justice.
Okay.
Like he took young activists from different cities, like, and just convened all of them. It was like, yo, we need y'all to do some shit.
We need to get together.
And it was started because he watched a young girl handcuffed at 5 years old. They handcuffed a young girl for saying she was unruly. A young black girl handcuffed her in a classroom. And you know, that's how what they did. And he was like, what the fuck are y'all doing handcuffing children? Like, this shit is inhumane.
Nah, that's just.
So
Where's this happening at?
I forgot the young
know?
girl's name. I could find out, but she was a young girl. I forgot.
5.
She was 5 years old.
Damn, my daughter's sick.
I just seen they just said this happened the other day. A young 6-year-old girl got handcuffed and they sent her to jail and charged her with, I think, disorderly conduct. 6 years old.
That's my daughter's age.
Literally
man.
just seen that shit. So shit is coming right back full circle. So he started the organization based on that.
Okay.
And when I came home, you know, I started working with them. I was going in prisons, talking to the youth, like a lot of these young, and I started out with teaching them about health and how to use music as nonviolent, as a tool for nonviolence, like expressing yourself, like, because that was the shit I used to do. I used to put my shit in my lyrics, and it stopped me from acting out a lot of shit.
Of course.
So that was one of the things I was teaching. And then when they killed Eric Gardner, that's the first time I really got all the way into the movement. That was the first march I ever went to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing hundreds of thousands of people like, fuck that. And then it just became some shit that I really just engulfed my life into. I was like, I'm going to utilize my platform, my experience, the shit I do.
Of course.
To make some real difference. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Of course, to be involved with something that's going to make a difference.
That's going to make a difference. So, you know, I was working with the Justice League for 5 years, man. And through that time, we put together numerous rallies. We changed laws, you know, where the stop and frisk law in New York, we was instrumental in that. You can't just walk up and stop and frisk people. You know, Eric Gardner's family, from the beginning we was doing that. So we finally got the police to get fired and all this shit. So it's been a lot of wins.
Yeah, but what you think about just getting fired?
I mean, it's fucked up. It's the dumbest, but you know what it is?
It took so long
to get fired, Pete. Like that shit is crazy, man. Like how you watch a nigga? How you watch a nigga choke?
I can't even. That shit had me.
But you know the system ain't designed for us, man. This shit is designed. It's built to kill us. Like the legal system was built because, you know, police started because they needed to arrest slaves that they let free. The slaves was let free. And then they didn't have nowhere to go.
So they got to do something to still control.
Exactly. So you free somebody, don't give them nothing. You done had them slaves for 400 years, and you say, y'all free now. And now you just in the street, you don't got nothing.
You don't even know how to move.
Exactly. So they say, they going to commit crimes. So we're going to create the police to go get them. So now they locking you up for vagrancy because you don't got a job or nowhere to live. But where the fuck you supposed to get a job or somewhere to live? So now when they lock you up, now you can be sold as slaves. Now you back to slave work.
Yeah.
So the shit was always a game. So that's what this shit was always built off. So, you know, it's the same exact structure. So when you look and you go in these systems and see how this shit work and you watch how police can kill us with impunity and nothing happens, it's because you never was seen as a motherfucking human being from the beginning. Yeah. So they don't value you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no, you know, value on our lives, especially in this system.
No value, no respect.
None.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
They just lock you down.
And you know that when you in themselves.
And choke you out and kill you.
And they tell you that. You know them crackers up north got babies on their black babies with motherfuckers.
Yeah. So, I tell some people that they be looking at me like,
I'm telling you. Yeah, that's how I told niggas. I'm like, real. That shit is real, man. I was in downstate and them niggas had that shit. I was like,
come through with the white sheets and all kind of
shit
in front of your cell and all that.
Listen, you say something, we gonna knock your teeth out. We don't give a fuck about you niggas. They calling you niggas to your face. They don't care about none of that shit. They are straight up racist. Like they don't give a fuck about none of that.
So what else you got going as far as the whole reform shit? What else y'all working on?
So we working on actually, we just started my own organization called Until Freedom. We're gonna focus on prison reform. We're gonna focus on, you know, civil rights. We're focusing on mass incarceration, all of those things. We pretty much building the next generation of this culture of what the legacy civil rights, like the NAACP, and the Urban League. We feel like we need to take what they've done and just create our own niche, like the around hip hop culture, what makes it, because what I realized doing activism is that a lot of niggas is activists. They just don't feel like it fits them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got the same spirit of an activist, but niggas
they got the same
They
feeling.
see Sharpton and they see them and like, I don't go to church. I ain't a nigga with a suit on, but I want what's right.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So we building our organization so that everybody who wants to be involved in it but don't feel like, you know, the image of what it is represents them. No, it should represent the hip-hop culture. You know what I'm saying? Our culture, we need activists in our culture. We need you to feel like you can speak up and stand up for shit that's right, because the hip-hop culture is the biggest thing in the world.
Absolutely.
So we want to gear our shit around our culture, more culturally affluent and more culturally, you know, relevant to what it is now, and have the same civil rights principles as the legacy organization, but make it look like the culture is right now. So that's what I'm working on right now, man.
That's
And
good, man.
We just
That's good.
launched
I'm
it.
happy, well, you can always count on Dog in the Yard. You can come up here.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? As far as, spread the message.
We need
let
all
the,
of that.
let
We're
them
gonna need
know
all
that,
of
so as far as like anything that we could do for you, this is the same vibe. This is for reform. This is to hopefully get the message across the kids so they see like, we have a voice. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? Those felons that been in prison and we never
we
had
the credible
we never had a
messages.
platform.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the platform.
That's it.
That's why we're here. That's the reason I'm doing this,
That's
because
right, man.
this is a platform to let it be known that you don't have to go to jail, man.
Exactly.
You know
We
what I'm
already
saying?
did that.
Yeah, we already did that.
We did that for you. We made the
we
mistake.
did that. We did that for you. So try to learn from us, and hopefully, 2 or 3, don't go to jail.
That's it.
You know
That's
what
the
I'm saying?
goal, man. We got to say one at a time.
If we could do that, then we good. We in for a good start.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think with what you doing and and me doing what I'm doing and everybody else doing their thing, I think that something has got to change.
Got
you know
to,
what I'm
man.
saying?
We
Like,
everybody
can't-
gotta have an entry point.
You know what I'm saying? We
gotta figure it
can't just, it's not like we don't have a voice. We have a voice now.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? We have a platform. You know what I'm saying? We created one. So we got to take advantage of it.
out. You got
The
to.
same
man.
way they take advantage of they Lord and how they regulate with us, we got to take advantage and do the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's an obligation. I tell people
And the
all
best
the time.
thing is unity.
Gotta be unified. Unity is our strongest weapon, man.
If we don't get that and the support by the hip hop culture and those guys that are big in the game, then we still gonna get there, but it just might
It's gonna
take a little
long,
longer.
and that's what my job is. It's like I bridge that gap between that, because a lot of them don't see us represented in that culture. They don't see us represented in those the activists, and they don't really see it. Like, that's was for me. It's like a lot of activists, I love the work they did, but it was like you don't know what I'm going through. You ain't really from the hood. That shit is cool. Y'all niggas is
doing
good.
all that,
You're doing
but-
all that shit, but you ain't really from the hood. You don't really speak for me. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, when I started to do this, I wanted the culture that I'm from to feel like they was represented. Like, when Malcolm X and them came up, they felt like Malcolm X represented where he was from. You know what I'm saying? They felt like, yeah, you speaking to us, you speaking for us. And I was like, I didn't really feel like this era for me had somebody that really spoke for me and to me. You know what I'm saying? Farrakhan was before us and all
Way
that.
before.
He still was, but he was passing the jewels on. It was like, and when I sat down with him and he broke it down to me, like, the artists are the new leaders. You know, the artists, you
This
get
is what I'm
millions.
trying to tell you. That's what we need. We need
Exactly. He's like, y'all have millions of people. He said, y'all can reach millions of people so fast. So it's your job to stay you, but take the message I'm giving you and make it make sense to your culture and to the young people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been charged to do, is make it make sense. Like, you ain't got to... I was having a conversation with DJ Self. So I'm in a strip club, and he like, yo, what you doing in here, man? I'm like, I'm doing the same fucking shit you doing in here. What you mean? Like, I'm saying you do act. I say, yeah, but I like strip clubs like you. I said, the
You think you not
confusion.
human or
I said,
something?
the confusion. See, I said, that's what I'm here to dispel. Like, nah, nigga, I'm not a church dude. I don't go to church and all that. But I want to make sure our people are safe like everybody else. I'm gonna fight for my rights.
a lot of brothers are ignorant though.
But you know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I'm doing the same shit you do. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
in the club. You're gonna have me in the strip club. I'm gonna have a good
Nothing
time.
wrong with that.
Yeah, we supposed to. This is our culture.
Why would I not be here?
I'm of the culture
What do you
you
think
are.
about, man?
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not a
Yeah,
preacher.
of
I never said that's what I was, but I'm gonna utilize my voice the same way that they utilize their voice. We all got a different entry point. Me and Al Sharpton might be at a rally together. We
Yeah.
stand next to each other.
Yeah.
After that, he go live his life the same, but we meet because we have a common goal, and that's just
Absolutely.
the upliftment and making sure that our people get justice.
People that he can't get,
I get. Exactly.
And I believe you could probably get even more people than he could get.
I mean, maybe not.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I watched you and a lot of things that you have been doing, and that makes me motivated. I ain't gonna front. It wasn't anybody else that was around you.
Exactly.
But I know your face,
that's
and I
my
know
goal.
you.
I tell niggas
so
all
I'm
the time.
like, it's my son. He's,
Exactly.
oh,
and it makes
shit.
you realize,
This
like, this a
motherfucker
nigga
doing
like
the
me.
right
I can
thing.
do, exactly.
Like I'm supposed to be a part of that. I spent 1,000 years in jail
Exactly.
for a crime that I didn't even commit. I know how they dogged me out, how they just trapped me all in, and I'm fucked, and nobody was there to even give me yo, Pete, I got you.
Exactly.
Let me teach you a few things or something.
Exactly.
So it's touching, man.
Everybody got a job to do.
I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes me motivated. And you made me motivated. I'm like, I can't wait to have you guys on here. You know what I'm saying? My son, I like to have him in there because he making noise. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be this big old rap and all that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do that because what you're doing is, trust me, man, people watch. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And those around me, they watch. You know what I'm saying? Because I make them watch. I'm not going to front. You know what I'm saying? With the young motherfuckers around me and all that. My kids are young, 21. I still got 21-year-olds and, 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? Little. So I like to, listen, you need to pay attention to this.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? Because because that's what happens, man. We don't have no knowledge of something and we just raised basically on our own because I'm not too far from, I have my mom's, my dad, but they ain't teach me shit. I'm not lying to you. You know what I'm saying? My pops was Beatty. He was there, not there for a long time. My mom's, she tried. So I'm not going to say she's a bad mom's, but she tried. But it was hard, man.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? It was hard. We needed more father figures, more men.
We need more credible messengers around us that we respected, that came from what we was dealing with every day to tell us some real shit. And that's our job. We making sure that the shit that we didn't get, we giving to these young kids.
Absolutely, and I agree. And I'm with you, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming through, man.
Well, thanks for having me.
You know what I'm saying? It was a pleasure having you,
always, man.
You know what I'm saying? And you're looking great, man. You make me want to fucking work out, too.
You gotta get in that gym.
I've been working out, but I've been playing.
Nah, but you gotta, listen to me.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I see the dog in the yard right
see that,
there.
right?
I know how that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get back.
I gotta get back on it. And shit, right? Nah, I'm on it. I'm on it. We're gonna do it like that, man.
Yes,
but keep doing your thing, man. I'm here to support you. Anytime you welcome to come up here. Only special people gonna be up here.
Well, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So you can always bring anything you have that bring the message. However, I'm here for you.
Thank you.
So you can always, depend on me, and I appreciate you. You've been my brother for a long time.
Already.
And I appreciate you for coming through. All right, all love, man. I told you guys that interview was crazy, man. My son, I want to thank you for coming through. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate having you on my show. You are always welcome here. You know what I'm saying? I love your energy. That's all I got to say, man. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that everybody out there enjoyed as much as we did.
He let it all out right there, and he let people know, man, how it is and, how difficult it is, to get into the rap industry and stuff like that. That brother really touched a lot of good topics, man. People really got to sit down and listen to things that he was saying. Because it's the real, man.
I'm going to tell you something. This is different than the other interviews that these brothers do. This is that kind of vibe that when you go to jail and they put you in a cell and I don't know the brother, and I don't know Dice from nowhere, never seen him in my life, and now I got to be with this man for whatever time I got, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 1 year. I got to be with this man in that same cell. All walls come down. All walls. This is no fronting. This is not the fake shit. This is that, all walls down. And this is heart to heart, you know what I'm saying, vibe. That same kind of vibe that you get when you have a roommate or a cellmate and you in jail with him for a bunch of years. Y'all become comrades. Y'all become close as fuck to the point where he'll know more than you than half of the niggas that you was raised with. Because all walls are down. You feel me? It's different. When you're in the street and you free, everybody got an image to uphold, But when you in prison and you in behind that wall, all that shit come down. So this is what the dog in the yard is. And with that being said, man, I want to thank Mysonne for coming through, and I want to thank all my guests that came through and all my viewers and everybody that's out there supporting me and all that. I want to take this time to thank you guys, man, for just doing that. You know what I'm saying? For looking at something that's real and something that's going to be educational for everybody. Doesn't matter who it is. It could be young or old. It's good for everybody to watch this and keep themselves focused, With that being said, I want to shout out my brothers on Upper NYC. You already know, Upper NYC, up in New York. My peoples and shit, man. And you already know, I'll give it up to Dice. What up, Dice?
And I want to shout out Tone for success, you know what I'm saying? Well, for the nice leather hats, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, I know you ain't got one, Pete,
That's all right. You got me. You yapped me for that, but it's all good, man. With that being said, man, we love you guys, man. Until next time, peace, man. Dog in the yard. Brett.